Welcome in, I'm Steve Palazzolo from Pro Football Focus. Today breaking down a bit of a hot button issue. It's Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills first rounder. We just saw his first preseason game against the Carolina Panthers, and we pretty much saw exactly what we saw in college from Josh Allen. There was some good, some bad. I know there was one video that went viral, the video of him giving the little hook shot on fourth down that almost got intercepted by the Panthers. It was a bad decision. Josh Allen will have some of those, but I want to focus on some of the other throws. I want to focus on his incredible velocity and some of the downfield passing. He kicked off the game with a missed deep pass, and we'll talk about the deep passing in a minute, but let's start with the incredible velocity that he has, because I truly believe there's Cam Newton, and then there's Josh Allen. There's a couple other guys maybe in the ballpark, but the pure velocity that Josh Allen has is pretty special. So let's see how it showed up on film against the Carolina Panthers. It's the fourth quarter, it's 2nd and 10. I just want to let this play run, because sometimes when you just see it on broadcast, you can feel the velocity and just how hard he can throw the ball. So let's let it run and just watch how fast he throws this crossing route over the middle of the field. The ball just explodes out of his hand right on his receiver for a catch and run opportunity. It's an excellent pass. This is why people were so mesmerized by Josh Allen in the draft process. Let's check out the replay. I want to pause it right before the window though, right here. This is where he's throwing it. He's going to throw this crossing route on the other side of the linebacker. This doesn't look like an open window, but this is what you need to do in the NFL. Nothing really looks open. You have to throw guys open. And as we let it run a little bit, he zips this ball right past the linebacker. Great job right here. If you don't have that incredible velocity, this pass is not getting through. So this is one of the things that he could do, the special throws into tight windows with that next level velocity. We let it run and we see the ball location right on his receiver for that catch and run opportunity. This is one of his best throws of the night, and this is one of those things that, sums up Josh Allen's skill set, the velocity to make special throws. Now let's take a look at what he did with the deep ball thrown down the field. All right, so now the downfield passing game. We saw on the very first play of the game, which we're not going to show here, but the Bills just let Allen unleash that big arm that he has. In the first pass of the game, chucks it down the field about 60 yards in the air, but an overthrow leads his receiver out of bounds. During the entire draft process, he was at his pro day throwing the ball 75 yards in the air, and we just heard about his legendary arm, which I just showed from a pure on-the-line velocity standpoint. And he can also throw the ball far, but how much does that actually matter in the NFL? Let's take a look at this pass. We've got a 3rd and 22, so they're trying to create a chunk play and convert. As we let the play run, we see that Allen's going to have a pretty good pocket to throw to. If we pause it right there, there's a little bit of pressure off the edge. He does a nice job. He's going to step up. He's got a clean pocket to throw from. Let it go here, and here's the deep ball. Here's the go route, and it's a simple overthrow. We got a receiver with a step of separation. He lets the ball go, again, 60-plus yards in the air. He shows off that he can throw the ball far, but the accuracy is lacking a little bit. So as big as his arm is, it doesn't necessarily translate to a high percentage of deep passes. And the deep passing stats that you see over at ProFootballFocus.com and as part of your PFF Elite package and premium stats, the guys that lead in deep passing don't necessarily have the biggest arms. We saw Alex Smith last year have the highest adjusted completion percentage on deep passing. So it's all about accuracy at that point. When you have a clean pocket and a receiver with a step of separation, it doesn't matter that you can throw the ball 60, 70, 80 yards in the air. You have to be accurate. The numbers don't really bear that out for Allen. So big arm, but the numbers are lacking. But let's finish on a good note. The last pass that he had, the touchdown, absolute incredible display of arm strength. All right, back to the incredible velocity that Josh Allen has. This play that ends up as a touchdown sums him up perfectly. So let's check it out here. It's late in the fourth quarter, minute 15 to go. Let's let it run and just see what Josh Allen's looking at on this play. Top of the pocket, we've got a clean pocket, and what's happening down here, it's a cover 2 look. There's a cornerback here and a safety over the top. You can't really see the window, but it's extremely tight. Eventually this guy's gonna come open as well. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's just let it run and watch the pure zip on this pass again. Just from watching from a broadcast standpoint, we don't see quarterbacks throw the ball with that type of zip. You get Cam Newton, you have Josh Allen, a few other guys, but man, that window is extremely tight. When the corner here, who could barely get into the frame to try to tip that pass, a safety who was too slow getting over the top, and Allen puts the ball where only his receiver can get it. He threw the ball with such great velocity. That pass does not get through if you're any other quarterback. Now, while that pass was incredible, look at this guy. Wide open over the middle of the field. And this is, again, one of those things that's good and bad with Allen. He tried to make the throw. He executed it. My problem is, if he tries to execute that again, instead of coming off his second read and hitting this wide open, easy touchdown, maybe it's not going to work out as well. But Josh Allen, one of the few guys, let's check out the replay too, one of the few guys that can make one of these throws because of the pure zip and velocity on his pass. I mean, we really saw every level of Josh Allen. The poor decision making, the great zip, but the inaccuracy. Look at that ball. The cameraman could barely even keep up with the pass. That's how hard he threw it. So Bills fans, I think there's something to be encouraged about. We saw the incredible plays that Josh Allen's capable of, but of course, some of the bad plays as well, the poor decision making, some of the accuracy. Be sure to go check out all of the stats and the breakdowns on Josh Allen over at ProFootballFocus.com. It's all a part of your PFF Elite package, and you'll get the premium stats version 2 that will break this down every which way.